Hello everyone, I'm making this video to show you several pieces of deleted dialogue in The Witcher 3, all of which is now available thanks to the good people at Brothers in Arms. I have already covered a number of their restorations in my Details Missed playlist. Have a look at it if you're interested, but without further lollygagging, let us get to the point. First off, have you ever wondered why Noonwraiths have such long tongues if they can't speak? Well, the devil by the well initially had a voice line in reaction to burning her bracelet.
You destroyed it! Destroyed it!
Hey, I think it worked.
It does sound a little peculiar, doesn't it? Perhaps it was removed for a reason. But while on the topic of terrifying ladies, let us bring up the Crones.
Oh!
There are two segments from the conversation at the tapestry that have been removed. The first one is when the Crones get upset at Anna for disturbing them.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
Normally, Geralt's involvement begins with one of these dialogue choices.
Someone speaking through you?
Good looking and clever too. Where have you been hiding, boy?
But originally, Geralt was meant to interject in Anna's defense and cause a reaction by the Crones.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
It was my idea. I need to talk to you.
And who is this charming young man? Looks a tasty morsel, he does.
Big and strong, like a taut tendon.
Quiet! Let him speak.
So you're the three Crones?
And the next part is when they ask Geralt if he fears woodland beasts. Normally they simply continue with their request without waiting for an answer.
Tell me, have you got bollocks?
Do you fear woodland beasts? Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother.
But originally, Geralt could actually say that he is not scared or tell them to get to the point.
Have you got bollocks?
Do you fear woodland beasts?
I'm a witcher. Monsters don't scare me.
We've heard a thing or two about witches. Their lust. Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one.
Mind if we stop chatting and get to the point?
Hot-headed you are. Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one.
Now, this whole response feels unnecessary because the question itself is rhetorical. The answer was implied earlier, so the scene flows better without it. However, I liked the interjection at the beginning. I think it should have stayed in the game. Actually, there is another tiny restoration right before you meet the Crones, after you play hide-and-seek with the children. You know how they start using profanities in order to lure Anna outside?
Brann! Brann! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse!
Well, initially, one of the kids was meant to explain their plan to Geralt.
Gran'll come running soon. She hates it when we say arse. Now, quick, hide! You can sneak into the hut soon as Gran comes out. You'll get to talk and she won't bother you. Gran! Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse! Gran! Come!
But again, this is a needless piece of exposition. The meaning of the prank is easy to understand, especially if we listen to their dialogue afterwards.
What are you on about? Who said arse, eh? Ugly word, ugly. Don't cry, Yagner.
Yagner's a stupid pig.
Name calling's not allowed.
She says when I fall asleep, rats'll come and eat my eyes.
Shouldn't say that. Apologise.
Arse.
I'll stand here till you apologise to her and to me. I've got time.
Sorry. Ain't no rat's gonna eat your eyes. And I know we're not allowed to say dirty words.
Good child. Apologies mean treats to please a belly needing to be put at ease.
At any rate, we are not done with the scary women yet, because next up we have Yennefer. if you say that you love her at the mountaintop,
I love you, Yen.
the following scene has two endings. A longer one,
Yen, what happened back there?
Was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron.
and a shorter one.
Fine. If you gotta go, go.
It shan't take long.
Better not. I'm going to see the Baron.
The shorter one, however, used to be longer, and much better, to be honest.
Fine. If you gotta go, go.
It shan't take long.
Better not. Gonna miss you.
Geralt, don't. There's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears.
Not appropriate for a sorceress to show emotion.
No more than it is for a witcher.
No one's watching. I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
The line about the pathetic look of a sorceress in tears is actually a reference. It is something that Tissaia de Vries says to Yennefer in the books, and I think it fits quite well here. It certainly turns what may seem like a bland dialogue option into something interesting, and I actually like it very much. Additionally, the head developer of the mod reminded me that the same line is also used by Triss in the first game.
I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
And I suppose this may be the reason for removing it from The Witcher 3. Now we should note that Triss also studied under Tissaia, however the phrase was originally directed at Yennefer, so it works better coming from her rather than Triss.
This is Triss? No offense, but not great with your hands, are you?
Why don't you take some wooden rags, see what image of a grown woman you can come up with?
Next up we have the Bloody Baron. After we beat him up, we get one of the most emotional scenes, the one where we discuss the cursed child, but despite explaining the possible solutions here, we do not get to say which one is our preferred method.
Still not sure what to do.
Whatever you decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
Originally, however, we could. There were 2 extra dialogue options at the end, in addition to being unsure.
I'll try to lift the curse. No promises, though. Story of the transformation could be nothing but wives' tales.
We must try. They say every legend holds a grain of truth.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the Botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her.
Not gonna play around with folk rituals. Rather kill it, let the Peller do the rest.
Don't be rash. Make sure it's the only way.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the Botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the Botchling into a Lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
I suppose the scene flows well enough without them, but I don't see why they should not exist. Besides, I love the grain of truth Easter egg.
They say every legend holds a grain of truth.
It's a great story from the Witcher books. There is another reference to it, actually, in the quest with Vivienne in Blood and Wine.
Honestly didn't think this'd work. Doubted anything would happen. Read about this ritual in grimoires. Descriptions all seemed dramatic, embellished. All stipulated a condition that seemed improbable.
What condition was this?
A real bond between those involved. True love.
Speaking of which, the removed dialogue is also similar to how we can express an opinion on Vivienne's fate.
Best route? Ritual with the Oriole egg. Surest method. Won't put any third parties at risk.
Third parties? I'm no third party.
Let me talk to her.
Did you know you could find Vivienne dead in Skellige after 7 in-game years? This is likely the rarest detail I've covered. That and the clue about Ciri's survival in the worst ending. As the neighbor's dog is upset. I think it doesn't like the idea of Ciri becoming a witcher. But speaking of Ciri, she too had an extra line before the end of the game. Actually, she had quite a few extra lines, but I've mentioned many of them in past videos. So you know how, towards the end, Ciri unlocks her full potential as the Lady of Space and Time, and she starts blinking around, killing Wild Hunt soldiers left and right? Well, initially, there was meant to be a brief exchange between her and the nearest warrior.
Child of the Elder Blood, do you come to surrender?
No. I come to kill you.
But CDPR decided to skip right into the fight instead. However, with the mod, we can experience both versions. Then, almost immediately afterwards, there is extra dialogue between Eredin and Crach. This is actually a curious case, because according to the author of the mod, the dialogue was never removed from the game, but due to a bug, it became impossible to hear.
Any last words?
You haven't killed me yet.
No, I'm enjoying this. You are my toy. Out of my way, old man, and I shall spare your life.
I dare you to take it instead.
As you will.
I suppose it manages to make Crach's death even worse somehow, and even more deserving of a proper funeral, which with this mod he can also receive.
They'll pay him the proper respects, there is that. Emir agreed to hand over the body.
By the way, did you know that originally Crach was secretly meant to be Svanriga's father? That was a long time ago, but we do have some other restored dialogue involving both of them.
Ha! Got him!
During the trial, before the coronation, when Svanriga accuses his mother, there were meant to be a few more lines between them and Crach.
You gave Cerys no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
To blacken my clan's name, put your son on the throne. Or would you yourself rule? With the blood of our children on your hands.
Svanriga, you must believe me. I had naught to do with this, I swear to you.
Oh, God. You're lying.
Your own son stands against you.
Svanriga, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed.
Now, the part where Birna attempts to lie may be a bit redundant, but I think Crach's line is very much on point.
Birna Brann. Horrific death.
Do tell me what you think about it, and I will move on to Eskel. Originally, he and Geralt had some more dialogue on the way to the Forktail's lair. Normally, all of it happens during exploration, but initially, part of it was meant to happen in a cutscene that triggers along the way. It included some of the same dialogue and more.
Foul, overgrown reptiles. Hate it when they do that. Might have saved us some trouble, let us kill it now.
Then maybe gut itself, run a spit down its throat and out its ass?
Damn straight. Doubt the beast that well-mannered, though. We gotta climb.
Bit of exercise will do you good.
Huh?
Well, you've rounded out a bit. Still got some of last winter's blubber on you.
Speak for yourself, funny bunny.
That a problem?
No. Just my last hunt in mountains. Griffin knocked me off a rock face.
Ouch.
Yeah. Dropped 12 meters, twisted my ankle, broke a rib. But you should have seen the griffin. Let's go. Let me just untie Little Bleeder.
Little Bleater. Make it home all right on his own?
Course. Not the first hunt he's helped me with. Come on, get.
I imagine that CDPR did not wish to interrupt the chase with an extra cutscene, so as a result they removed the extra branches and the whole part about the goat. which actually makes sense because without a cutscene, there simply isn't enough time before you reach the Forktail's lair. Keep in mind that we also have to bring up Scorpion as well as Eskel's mother.
The old hen she cackled on the fence. The old hen she cackled, and she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
Okay, time to bring up another friend of Geralt's, Vernon Roach. You know the scene where you meet Radovid together?
Dup-dup. Dup-dup. Dup-dup.
Normally, you simply enter the chess club undisturbed.
Something's not right.
But originally, one of the guards was meant to stop you.
Let's see what.
Why have you come?
Not here to play chess. That's a safe bet.
You can go in, Vernon, alone.
This is my friend, Geralt of Rivia. I vouch for him with my life.
Geralt of Rivia? Very well. His Majesty will see you both.
I would say that the extended scene makes sense, especially if the king was not expecting Geralt. After all, some people still call him Kingslayer. Okay, I was about to end the video, but I forgot something. I'll just drop it here. It involves Yennefer. So, right before the restored dialogue about the sorceress in tears, there is also a small update in the previous cutscene. Normally, regardless of whether you choose to ask,
"What's next? Got any plans?"
That depends what you mean.
or suggest that you two should spend some more time in the mage's cabin,
maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt.
Yennefer's reply always ends with her telling you to sit down for a while before you go.
But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while.
But originally, the mage's cabin choice had a different ending. After she refuses your proposal, she quickly tells you to return to Caer Trolda, after which we see her opening a portal. But instead of the zoomed out shot, we get a close-up, where she and Geralt are holding hands.
Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. We should get back. I'll take us to Caer Trolda.
Next time we go on horseback.
To be honest, I like the restored version better, because to me, contrary to what I said in my Yennefer is the worst character video, Yennefer's refusal implies that you have more urgent things to do now, and so leaving immediately afterwards makes sense and is less awkward than suggesting to sit there for a while at that particular moment. I wonder, did CDPR think the hand-holding is too cheesy?
Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
Tell me how you feel about it, and everything else I talked about, because we're done. For now. If you are still watching though, do check the description for the link to this wonderful mod, and if you see any of the people involved in it, send them some love, because they deserve it. They also recommend a few extra restorations done by this lady over here. She's a big Triss fan, if I recall correctly, which I think is rare, especially among the fairer sex. But there we go. As my daughter has connected to the wireless network. So, thanks once again to all of these wonderful people. Thanks also to everyone else for watching, especially to my supporters on Patreon and my YouTube members. Have a wonderful 2026, and until the next video, stay tuned and be good.